But if we had the resources, we certainly can assist them in more ways than we are able to do it right now.
World Relief Fox Valley has a wish list on its website so people can buy and have items shipped directly to their office. New tonight at 10 next week, the village of Suamico is asking residents to vote on whether to allow ATVs and UTVs on most of their streets.
It's a move that many communities across northeast Wisconsin have embraced, including the village of Reedsville. And tonight, NBC 26's Eric Crest reports on how that community embraced that change.
Golf carts are all the rage in the village of Reedsville, and few are happier about the public's support for this mode of travel than the folks at Jim's Golf Cars.
Since the ordinance passed, a lot of people have bought in golf carts.
James Kiesel has worked in the golf cart business for 15 years now, and since the village's board approved of golf carts taking to the streets, about 130 people annually have signed up for a permit.
It goes anywhere from just younger people that want them just to go to local establishments, or elderly people that honestly don't have a car anymore and they just need to get to church or to the post office.
To legally drive one of these in town, you have to have a driver's license, proof of insurance, and a permit issued from the village.
You just run around town. You got to go to the gas station, you take the golf cart.
And the village's president, Jesse Waltz, says it's one of the perks of living in town.
You'll see them driving around town, everybody's waving, talking. It's a good way to get out and communicate with people.
And with a population of just over 1,000 people, the folks in Reedsville rarely have to worry about the golf carts contributing to any type of congestion on the streets.
I think people get a little skeptical about, the traffic and golf carts and slower moving vehicles, but it's not an issue for us, and it's well embraced here.
But likely the biggest draw for those who own one of these is the fact that you can basically leave your car in the garage for the summer.
I personally probably only put a tank of fuel in a summer. I've heard people go 2-3 tanks, but they also use it every day. They got a lot of grandkids running to ball games and stuff like that.
In the village of Reedsville, Eric Crest, NBC 26.
We've certainly had the weather for that type of driving lately. Eric,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No doors.
Still to come here.
People eat a lot. It's like, that's what I learned. Regardless.
Having the
Packer safety in his gains spent last year working for DoorDash. Now he could be on track to make Green Bay's roster. That story later in sports.
What a story. But first, Cameron has a look at some possible storms on the way. That's right after the break.
And now your weather with Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
Meteorological fall begins a week from today, but it felt like the middle of summer today. Temperatures in the 80s to around 90 degrees. We are going to cool down tomorrow and Friday. Highs will be in the 70s to around 80, but then more 80s will return as we make our way into this upcoming weekend. 80s are above normal for this time of year. Our normal high is now 78. Many of us are still sitting in the 70s at 10:13 at night, 77 in Fond du Lac. It's 76 degrees in Shawano. We had a very summer-like day, lots of heat, lots of humidity with a mixture of clouds and, yes, smoky sunshine. You can see some stratocumulus clouds moving along, but up above, more wildfire smoke coming in from the north and west. Dew points today in the lower to mid-70s. Right now, it is still very muggy out there with dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s. You can see some slightly cooler dew points across the far north. It looks like those dew points in the 50s will drop a little bit farther south and then start to shift back to the north as we head closer to the weekend. Quiet weather today and quiet weather tonight as well. We have a cold front now moving through the area. That cold front is going to stall out to our south tomorrow and then start to return to the north by tomorrow evening. And as that happens, our chances for showers and thunderstorms will start to go back up. East of that front today, we had highs in the 80s to around 90. Behind it, temperatures were in the 70s to around 80. And we're going to be behind that front tomorrow with northeast winds. Look for high temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s across most of the viewing area. It will be a little bit cooler near the lake. Sun and clouds tomorrow morning. Then as that warm front starts to lift back to the north, we're going to have some showers and thunderstorms, more than likely during the evening into tomorrow night. Some of the thunderstorms could be on the strong to severe side. There is a marginal threat for severe weather across the southern part of the viewing area for the threat of gusty winds and some hail, so that's something we will obviously be watching. And then on Friday, as that front continues to slowly lift north across the area, we will have on and off chances for showers and thunderstorms. And the rain could really add up here over the next 4 or 5 days. Repeated thunderstorms producing 1 to 2 inches of rain or more. Where we see some heavier thunderstorms, the totals could be quite a bit higher. And once again, we'll have that threat for some severe weather on Friday, but also into this upcoming weekend as well. So some active weather on the way. Tonight, muggy and some fog. Lows will be in the 60s tomorrow, cooler, about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than what we saw today, and less humid, but still humid. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Dew points will be in the 60s. My 3-degree guarantee for tomorrow is 80. If I can hit that high within 3 degrees, we will donate $100 to feed and clothe my people. And we did that today. I forecast 88. The actual high was 86 degrees. Lots of clouds on Friday, on and off showers and thunderstorms, lower to mid 70s, 80s to around 90 for Saturday and Sunday, and then some cooler weather to wrap up August and move into September. And I was just checking, astronomical fall begins 3 weeks from Wednesday. So you can pick which fall you want. I'm a meteorologist, so I go with meteorological fall. That's a week from today.
We'll stick with astronomical fall or whatever the calendar says. That's what I'm
I'd like to
with.
wait a while, at least 3 more
thanks,
weeks.
Cam.
Cameron, thanks so much. Still ahead here when we come back, the fight over COVID protocols involving the UW system.
An issue, that story's coming up. Heat isn't the only factor impacting back-to-school season. The ongoing pandemic is still affecting students and educators. Interim UW President Tommy Thompson says he's ready for a fight with Republicans in the state legislature.
And Thompson says he will not ask for permission to implement COVID rules on campus. Charles Benson shows us now how lawmakers are responding to that.
Don't tie my hands. Let me run the university.
President Thompson claims the law is on his side to implement COVID-19 safety protocols this school year, such as mask mandates or COVID testing to protect 170,000 students and 40,000 staff across the UW system. Thompson, who once led the country's largest health services program as Secretary of Health and Human Services, tells me protocols last school year worked to keep schools safe and open.
They told me not to mask, but we did it last year, the whole year, and they told us not to do the testing. We had the best testing program, Charles, in the country.
Republican Whitewater State Senator Steve Nass insists Thompson needs approval from his GOP-controlled Rules Committee before implementing COVID safety measures. Quote, "It is sad that interim President Tommy Thompson has once again shown his belief in big government control over the rights of individuals to make their own health-related decisions." The 4-time elected former Republican governor, who is vaccinated, says he's encouraging vaccinations but not mandating them. Senator Nass, a constant critic of the UW system, has given Thompson until September 2nd to comply with the state law or face legal action. Quote, "This fight is really about the desire of multiple chancellors to dictate every student, employee, and campus visitor be vaccinated for COVID-19 or be banished from their campuses."
I don't want to fight with them, but if they want to fight with me, so be it. Bring it on. I'm not abdicating my responsibility. I'm opening up the university.
That's Charles Benson reporting from our sister station, TMJ4 in Milwaukee.
And still ahead here for us, last year at this time, a man was delivering door to door. Now he's on the verge of making the Packers roster. We'll meet him next.
And now sports with Brandon Kinnock.
Once again, most of the Packers starters will